What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and it really does pay not to be woke nowadays within modern entertainment. And we come over here to our good friends the Numbers over here, and we're going to be talking about Inside Out 2 right now, because Inside Out 2 was a monumental smash hit for Disney, Pixar, and all around just content as a whole, coming in at being one of the top grossing animated films of all time. Simple story about a girl dealing with emotions as she grows up and hits puberty. Simple enough, nothing really crazy there. I actually am a huge fan of Inside Out 1. My family loves Inside Out 1. I find these movies charming and enjoyable, and when it came to Inside Out 2, there was no woke bullcrap within it. And now, when it comes to some rumors that are going around, Disney might have actually propelled them to remove all instances of woke bullshit in it. Because we come over here to that part place. Rumor! Disney executives stamped out any alleged gay interpretations from Inside Out 2 after Lightyear's box office failure. Now, all these posts and information is coming from IGN, and this latest article that they posted saying Inside Out 2 was the hit Pixar needed, but the laid off employees who crunched on it are still hurting. And you can see the byline there. 10 former Pixar employees talk about the pains of their year's layoffs, the pressure of surrounded Inside Out 2, and large cultural concerns at the studio. Now, one of the big things they bring up was both crunch, layoffs, and then Disney themselves saying they want as little to basically zero LGBTQ references within this actual show. And we come over back to that Park Place and we'll get into it. But we scroll on down here. A new rumor claims that Disney and Pixar executives instructed the Inside Out 2 team to remove any possible gay interpretations from Inside Out 2 after Lightyear's box office failure. A report from IGN's Alex Stedman, which cites multiple anonymous individuals as Disney, claims that Disney executives blame the failure of Lightyear on its inclusion of gay kiss. Lightyear only grossed $218.7 million, according to the numbers. The film had an estimated production budget of $200 million. Now, it wasn't the inclusion of a gay kiss that ruined the Lightyear movie. Let's be real honest here. The Lightyear movie had a lot more than just a simple gay kiss connected to it. What we could go based off of the non-cultural war aspect, which was it's a movie about Buzz Lightyear, not starring Tom Hanks. So there's that one. And on top of that, all the rest of it being focused in on other characters, not Buzz Lightyear, a middling story, other controversies surrounding it as well, including the gay kiss. It was an all-around nightmare situation that all culminated in an abject failure. Let's not mix words there. So it wasn't just the gay kiss, but the gay kiss was part of it. But we continue on. One source told Stedman, it is, as far as I know, still a thing where leadership, they'll bring up Lightyear specifically and say, oh, Lightyear was a financial failure because it had a queer kiss in it. That's not the reason the movie failed. Well, it's one of the reasons, but, and I forgot to pull this up. So, what was Lightyear's all around actual end of the day? So, give me one moment. So we come over here to the numbers again, and we see that Lightyear was that abysmal failure. It wasn't just the kiss scene. And by the way, I'm leaving this in the video. Yes, Legatus, you are right. This was Tim Allen, not Tom Hanks. My bad. I'll fully own that it was Tim Allen, not Tom Hanks. But you get the all-around thought process here. But we'll continue on because they also said other things. Despite the source's claim, Disney executives instructed Pixar creatives to make Inside Out 2 less gay. Stedman writes, sources describe rumors that there was special care put into making the relationship between Riley and Val, a supporting character introduced in Inside Out 2, seem as platonic as possible, even requiring edits to the lighting and tone of certain scenes to remove any trace of romantic chemistry. Mind you, I do believe at this specific time, Riley's about 15, maybe 16, early teenhood, maybe even younger than that, somewhere around there. And they didn't want any inclination of gay between her and a supporting character, which is good because this is supposed to be a family movie targeting towards kids. So why should you have this character be gay at all? Like, why should you even think that that's a good idea? So yes, Disney's doing the correct thing here. Let's just tell a story about a young girl dealing with her emotions as she's growing up, hitting puberty, dealing with all of this. It's very simple and very casual. It's your coming of age story just centered around a girl, and they're doing it in a fun, enjoyable way, dealing with like emotions that actually talk and interact. Simple enough. So yeah, toning down any and all inclination that girl and Riley could be anything more than just friends is a smart move because we don't really need anything else there. It's just a story. Focus on telling a good story and leave your bull crap out of it. But we continue. One source told him that Pixar did a lot of extra work to make sure that no one would potentially see them as not straight. And I'm going to say this right now because you're obviously seeing some bias towards them wanting to make Riley gay, obviously. Just you could see it right there. But one of the things that we could just say here is we could put in extra work to just not show relationship, period. Riley could be anything in this moment. I don't need to know about it because she's a minor and I don't want to even think about that stuff because that stuff's nasty and gross. But why do we need any inclination of which way she leans sexually one way or the other? It doesn't matter. It doesn't help the story. It doesn't participate in the story. There's nothing about that. I do know there is a nice little clip that does say that Riley is canonically straight because of the Riley's First Date video, which is a nice little short, by the way. I do find that Pixar short very charming, very endearing, and very personal because I do find the Inside Out world very charming. It is just very simplistic in what it offers you, but a very deep story at the same time. And that's all you needed. You don't need any of the extra bull crap. You don't need any of the extra stuff. We don't need the Zers and all the LGBT stuff. We can just tell a good story here. And that's what you should have been focusing on in the first place. And the sole fact that there's any Disney employees basically sounding like they're upset with the fact that they couldn't make Riley gay terrifies me. And let's be fair, if you're people that lost your job and all these layoffs recently, Disney made the right choice. But let's continue. While Disney allegedly provided instructions to remove any gay implications, one source made it clear that Riley is not gay. The source told Stedman, mind you, Riley is not canonically gay. In the film, what you saw, nothing about Riley says that she is gay, but it is kind of inferred based on certain contexts. And so that is something that they try to play down at multiple points. And that's the correct move. She doesn't need to be gay. Nothing about this character needs to be gay. Nothing about it needs to be straight. Nothing, like, no sexuality really needs to be implicated here. Yeah, you can move on. They have their own canonical straightness, and you can say, well, there's points that you can infer it, but it's not really there. And that was the whole thing. And I never pulled this up. There was a bunch of really weird people going around saying that Riley is canonically gay, that Riley is a part of the LGBT, and this is a perfect LGBTQ where they should have doubled down on the LGBT. It is interesting to see Disney employees, former Disney employees, Pixar employees, whatever have you, come out and say that she is canonically straight, 100% straight. That is who she is. Nothing else a part of it. And because of doing this, because of, the tamping down of any of this bull crap, because of the tamping down of all the progressive nonsense in the story, Inside Out became a box office hit. Broke records. One of the largest grossing animated movies of all time. But you can take a look at everything that would have gone the other way. We've already looked at Lightyear's box offices, but it was not a good year. I mean, Lightyear bombed. This was a disaster according to any metric. And it was a continuation of more of their progressive bullcrap constantly being shoved in to any of these shows. And you can see it again. This also reflected onto Elementals. Elementals had its own little thing going on in it where somebody said that they're gender fluid, but I personally consider that more to be a joke, considering the person was water. But all this started reflecting poorly on other content. Elementals had one of the worst box offices of all times for an animated show. And it wasn't just Pixar that was struggling with this. We had Strange Worlds, which is Disney animation, but even Strange Worlds got hit for this. And one of the big promotions for Strange Worlds was the progressiveness, the intersectionalisms, the woke ideology all over the place. The fact that nobody's white is actually a freaking marketing point. A gayness all over the place. The fact that gay relationships are part of the main thing, and it bombed. Their ideology led to yet another bomb, and on top of that, you had Wish. Wish was an all-around disaster for Disney, and we've seen the files on Wish, the Wish files or the Disney files being put out by Film Threat on how they got rid of every good animator to shove in activists all over the place and people that were all this pro this and pro that to shove it into the movie, and it ultimately came back and bit them in the ass. So when you leave your bull crap out, when you leave your progressive nonsense out, when you leave all the politics out of your movies, you get success. You get people coming out in droves to watch this movie and have fun with this movie. Because that's all it's meant to be. It's meant to be a fun family movie targeting kids. You don't need your bull crap in a fun family movie targeting kids. And when you do that, you get success. Interesting how that all works out. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.